because if the cover is gorgeous, I judge a book by its cover, basically. It's what I'm trying to say. And I'm assuming that the book is just going to be as beautiful as the cover. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and in today's video I want to talk about all the books that I have downloaded on my Kindle recently. So these will be all the books that are on Kindle Unlimited that you can get now for yourself. If you're unfamiliar with Kindle Unlimited, it is just a service through Amazon, and you don't need to have Amazon Prime to get it. You just have to have an Amazon account, I'm pretty sure. And it's a service where they offer all of these books, all of these lovely books, and you can select up to 20 at a time to like kind of check out or to download. And then when you're done with the book, you return it and you can get another one. And then you can just outright buy books. So if there's none on Kindle, but they are like an ebook and you want to buy it, you totally can, but it's not included with Kindle Unlimited. So I've had my Kindle Unlimited about a year or two, I want to say. And for a long time, I didn't use it. I didn't use it. I was giving money to it every month and I wasn't using it.
Give me my money back, girl.
And then I discovered, I don't remember which book it was that I read, like my first ebook, but I discovered I read a whole lot faster on my ebook. So I got myself a Kindle and that's what we're doing today. So I'm doing it on my iPad because for those of you who like own a Kindle know how god-awful slow. It is so slow. It loads so slow. It's the downfall with Kindle. It loads so slow. Okay, so we're going to get into these. I have 20 books because I'm crazy and because I love Kindle Unlimited. So we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. The first two books that I have here on my Kindle are from the Bergman Brothers series. So it's book 1 and book 3, and I don't know why I have book 1 and then book 3. Because that's not how you read the books. You can read them in any way you would like. It's not their standalone, like, interconnection. But I am a stickler for an order, so I don't know why I have books 1 and 3. I think it was because at the time, only books 1 and 3 were available. So that's probably why I downloaded them. But these books are by Chloe Leese. I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name. Then again, I don't know. But they are following a family of brothers, and it's a romance. Each one has a different trope. Like, by now you've heard of the Bergman Brothers series. You know, I don't need to explain it, but I just haven't had a chance to read them yet. So I would like to get to, so that's why I downloaded the first one and apparently the third one. The next book that I have downloaded is A Lady of Rooksgrave Manor, and I heard about this book last year, or was it like early this year? I can't remember, but this is like a why choose monster romance. This girl gets a job at a manor where these monsters come. Like, I don't want to say it's like a brothel, because it's not, but like it's like a monster brothel. There you go. There you go. Never thought I'd say that in my life, but I did. So there's like, I don't even know. Werewolves maybe? Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde? I don't know, but it sounds great for like spooky season. So that's why I downloaded it. Plus the cover is gorgeous. I love that cover. The next book that I have is Heart Recaptured by Tilly Cole, and this is book 2 in the Hades Handman series. I read book 1. I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. Book 2 is about a different character in the motorcycle club, so I can't really say too much without being spoilers, but it is a motorcycle club romance, and they're not like nice. They're not nice guys. So like, you know how like some motorcycle clubs are like nice? Are any, you know what? Now that I'm thinking as I'm speaking, are any really nice? I don't know. I'm not in a motorcycle club, but I guess these are like the ones that just don't follow the law. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So you're following that, and then the girls and the heroines in the book are all from a cult. They were either rescued or they escaped, and it's following how they're integrating back into society because they've never been in society before. So that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil it. But I love the first book. Gave it 5 stars. So I'm hoping I'm going to love this one just as much. But I keep putting it off and I don't know why. The next book I have on here is Rustic Hearts. And this is by Amber Kelly. And all I know about this is that it's a series. And it's a small town romance. That's all I know. Look, what caught my eye, what sold me was the covers of these books. I think they're gorgeous. I love them. I was like, I will read them. Because if the cover is gorgeous, I judge a book by its cover, basically. It's what I'm trying to say. And I'm assuming that the book is just going to be as beautiful as the cover. But, like, do I really know what it's about? If you're not new, hi, my name is Katie, and I rarely know what books are about before I read them. But just the cover sold me. I then have the first book in the Mind F series, which by now you all should know what that is about. But if you do not know, it is about a woman who is a serial killer, and she is getting revenge on men who mistreated her when she was younger. And she is being, sought after by the FBI. And one day she meets this guy, really falls for him. Turns out he is one of the profilers who's trying to find her. And I just get Criminal Mind vibes, and I'm okay with that. Like, Derek Morgan and Spencer Reed can get it. That's it. That's it. Like, every day. So, like, I would just want to read it for the Criminal Minds vibes. I then have, this one is called Whiskey Lies, and I think it's part of a duet. And it's by Brittany Nicole. Okay. The reason why I put this on the list was because I am a member of a group on Facebook, and someone was looking up certain books. I can't remember what was the trope, or they were looking for like specific scenes in a book, and I can't remember which one it was, but I'm like, ooh, I want to read about that. So once I found the book on Kindle, I was like, okay, I'm going to download it and I'm going to read it. So I could not tell you what the scene was, but at the time I was like, that sounds interesting and something I want to read about. But I think it has to do with like a bar. I think the guy owns a bar, works at a bar. It's a small town romance. So again, do I know much about it? No, I just know I want to read it. The next book is Twisted Heathens, and this is a book that is set in like a mental institution. And it's a Why Choose romance where we have the girl and I think it's 3 different guys. And I do know that it's dark. This is a dark romance, and there's 3 in the series. So that's all I can tell you about this. But I have heard great things about it. So I have high hopes. Will they live up to them? Probably not. But I'm hoping that it lives up to the hype that I've been hearing about. I then have a book called We're Made of Moments by Molly McLean, and this is book 1 of Coal Creek series, and I read book 2 in September, and I haven't talked about it yet, but that book was called More Than a Memory. And so this book is following the heroine's brother of the second book, if that makes any sense. It will if you read the books. And if you haven't, it doesn't make any sense. But this one is a single dad. Did I say it's a single dad? Yeah, so that's the trope in this one. It's a small town single dad romance. And the second book was second chance romance. Yes. Yeah, because now it's all coming back. So I thought I forgot. But now it's all coming back and we're just good. So I just wanted to read the first book in the series to just keep reading the series because I thought it, I really enjoyed it. So I wanted to go back and read the first book. I then have 2 Mariana Zapata books, The Wall of Winnipeg and Me and From Lukov with Love. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she's taking her books off of Kindle Unlimited. And I don't remember what month it was. Was it October or November? I don't know. But if you wanted to read a Mariana Zapata book, I would hurry, because I'm pretty sure I read on her Instagram where the books are going off KU. Which is sad for me, as the procrastinator that I am, that I never read any of them when I had the chance. So if you find a book on Kindle Unlimited, read it, and don't wait, because by the time you want to read it, it's gone, and you have to buy the physical book. That's like $20 when you could have just read it for like free. Not free, but do as I say, not as I do. I then have Gothikana, which is perfect for this time of year, I think. It's dark academia, it's gothic settings, it's romance, a little murder mystery in there, a little bit of trope there, a little bit of trope there. It just sounds like it would be great for this time of year. So I'm hoping that I could get to it in the next 2 weeks. Next week is Halloween and then Christmas. So you didn't know that? Yeah, we bypass November in this house. It goes Halloween, Christmas. And then one day in there is Thanksgiving, but Halloween, Christmas. Because if you all get like 2 months of Halloween, I get at least 2 months of Christmas. That's how it works. Sometimes I just flip through my Kindle and I'm like, that book looks interesting, or, oh, he's hot, I'm going to add it to my list. Look, don't judge me. It just is what it is. So I have Chasing Daisy on here, and if I'm not mistaken, okay, this is an age gap, taboo, because he marries the heroine's mother so he can get with her. I don't condone these actions that these men do in these books, but I'm going to keep reading them. So I think the premise is, I am gosh darn hoping that she is of age. I really am, because I will not read it if she's not. But he can't get with her, so he marries the mother to get to her, and the mother dies. So it like gives them free reign to do that, I assume. I'm just hoping she's of age. I really am. I then have Midnight Valentine by J.T. GEISSINGER. Look, if you haven't read a JT book, you need to. Like, you need to now. I read 2 in October. I will never go back. I will never be the same. I started with Perfect Strangers. Start with that book. Start with Perfect Strangers. Read it. Love it. Scream at it. Do what you need to do. But, like, if you haven't read it, read it. I loved it so much. But this one, I don't really know what this one's about, in all honesty. I'm thinking with all the other books I've been reading, I get a vibe. But something happens. This girl goes through a tragedy and she decides to move back home, and she meets this guy, like the town recluse. So, I don't know. Like, is it paranormal? I don't know. I'm getting the vibes, but like I said, I don't know. And then I have Always Mine by Laura Pavlov, and honestly, I put this on here because the covers of the series are so gorgeous that I just want them. And I want to read them. This was another purely cover got me, and I want to read it. And all I know is small town romance, and I'm sure each book has a different trope. I don't do a bunch of research before I decide I want to read a book, but if you catch my eye, that's it. That's what happens. And then, of course, I have Flawless by Elsie Silver, because it's everywhere. It's everywhere. She's everywhere. She has blown up these past months, and with good reason. Like, she is such a great writer. Her steamy scenes are so good. Her heroes are so good. Like, just do yourself a favor. Read. I would start, like, a lot of people say start with Flawless, but I haven't read that, so I can't tell you to. So I started with her Gold Rush Ranch series, and I read book 1 of that so far. But book 2, I'll go ahead and talk about it because it's on my list also. I have book 2 of Gold Rush Ranch. I can never say Gold Rush Ranch. Yes, I can. I can say it. But I have book 2 on this list also because I just need to continue with the series. But I love book 1, gave it 5 stars. Smutty goodness, the scenes were great. So like I would start with the Gold Rush Ranch series, but if you want to start with her most recent series, then it would be the Chestnut Springs one, which would be Flawless, and then Heartless, which just came out this past month. So you do you, but I started with the other one. And then I have Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I've been seeing this everywhere. Basically, this is about a girl who is a figure skater, and like her partner can't ice skate anymore, so she gets a hockey player. You know what it sounds like? I'm going to show my age, but have any of you guys ever seen Cutting Edge, like from the 90s?
Ow. Ew. Oh. Yeah. What difference does it make?
The difference is, I'm in the mood to kick a little ass.
That is what it reminds me of, where the girl loses her partner and the hockey player has to come in and become her partner. That's what this book is. That's what this is in a nutshell. But everyone is saying it's really good, so I'm like, I need to give it a shot too because I have FOMO. And then I have Beautiful Graves by L.J. Shen. I haven't read an L.J. Shen, but the cover. That gosh darn cover got me. I want to read it purely for the cover. All I know other than that, it's a romance. And then last on my list is Sweet Dandelion by Macaulay Smeltzer. I mean, if you're in the romance world, you know Macaulay Smeltzer. This book is everywhere too. It is a taboo. Is it really taboo? It's just age gap. I don't think it's too taboo. She's 18 and she ends up getting into a relationship with her guidance counselor. Or she's 19. She's 19 because she was involved in a school shooting and she had to repeat a year. So I think she's 19. And they become close over getting to know each other. And I think he lives in the building that her brother lives in because she's now living with her brother after the tragedy that happened. So that's how they, meet and their relationship blossoms. But those are the 20 books. I have a longer list than that, but Kindle only allows me to download 20. So that's all I have on my Kindle right now. Please let me know down below. I would love some recommendations for your guys' favorite KU books. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing down below. If you're new and would like to join the family, I would love to have you. All my social media is linked down below as always, my Goodreads and my Instagram if you want to stay more up to date and day to day with what I'm reading. But I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. Why is my foot asleep? Please stop. Please stop tingling. Oh my gosh. My circulation sucks. And in today's video, I want to talk about all the books that I have... That I what? That you what, Katie? That you what? There's like hair... plumping lip gloss. Not the best idea. Not the best idea. I then have a book. Sometimes I can't speak.